After a stormy night, 4 cats wake up to a beautiful morning. As they make their way through the city's sewerage, one of the cats fails to make it past a gap between 2 pipes and falls down in the underground sewers of the city. Injured, the ginger cat gets up and decides to make his way through the sewers. Elsewhere in the sewers, 2 mysterious bugs are seen escaping through a gate. As the ginger cat approaches the gate and passes through it, it enters a secret city situated in the sewers, called the Dead City. Upon entering the city, the cat is noticed by a camera and it soon comes across television screens which guides him through the alleyways of the city. Eventually the cat reaches the bugs. Scared from the unknown bugs, the cat decides to make a run for its life and ends up climbing into a window to escape the horde of bugs rushing towards it. The screens reappear and they lead the cat to a lab, where a computer asks it to install his software into a body. The cat eventually manages to install the artificial intelligence into a flying tiny robot which calls itself B12. He thanks the cat for bringing him back to life and promises to help the cat get back to the surface world. B12 reveals that he used to work for a scientist before and he does not remember much from his past. He installs a jacket on the cat which has a built-in charger for B12 and they both set out on their journey to get back to surface. On their way, they come across robots in the alley, which seem to be super scared of the cat and they ring their alarm, causing every robot to hide from the cat and the robot guardian confronts the cat. The guardian reveals that they are scared of every being that comes from the outside but the cat is welcomed, if the cat promises not to eat anyone. He turns the alarm off and the robots come out of their hideouts. The guardian then informs the cat that in order to return to the outside world, it must contact the only outsider left in Dead City. The guardian directs him towards a high-rise building where the outsider lives. Upon reaching the mentioned building, the cat meets another robot called Momo. Momo claims that he planned to go to the outside world with his friends but decided to stay back while the rest of his group went outside. He is sad about the fact that he cannot communicate with his friends anymore because his transceiver broke. Momo hands over a piece of note to the cat which is signed by his friends, Doc, Zabaltazer and Clementine. The note also had knowledge regarding the outside world so B12 proposes that they find other notes left by Momo's friends. After finding the rest of the notes, Momo manages to fixes the transceiver as one of the notes had the fix written on it. He then asks the cat to install the transceiver at the top of a tower so he can get the signals reach far and contact his friends. The cat successfully installs the transceiver and returns to Momo at the bar. There Momo connects with his friend Zabaltazer who informs Momo that he is safe in the outside world with the rest of his friends. Zabaltazer tells Momo that he needs to make his way out of the Dead City by going through the sewers, but the place is infested with the little bugs called Zurks. After this the call drops and another robot at the bar, named Seamus, says that it is a suicide mission to go through the sewers as there are a lot of Zurks there. Momo reveals that Seamus is the son of Doc, who was one of his friends which made it to the outside and that Doc was working on a weapon to fight against the Zurks. The cat begins its investigation at Seamus' apartment and uncovers a secret lab, where it finds a tracker invented by Doc. They decide to fix the broken tracker to reach Doc. Once the tracker is fixed, it leads the cat to the outskirts of the slums, where he finds Doc in a little lab. Doc reveals that he cannot charge his gun called Defluxor, and he is stuck in the lab. He asks the cat to replace the fuse in the generator so he can charge Defluxor and kill the Zurks to escape. After successfully replacing the fuse, Doc charges the Defluxor and mounts it on B12. With the UV light gun's help, they all manage to reach back to Dead City where Doc reunites with his son. Now that the cat has the Defluxor, Momo takes it to the sewers so it can find Zabaltazer. While the cat is moving through the sewers, B12 breaks down due to overusing Defluxor and the cat escapes the horde of Zurks with B12 in its mouth. He revives once they escape but the Defluxor is completely destroyed. As they reach the ant village, B12 remembers that he used to be a human and he uploaded himself on the computer to stay alive. After this they meet Zabaltazer who informs them that only Clementine knows a way to the outside and gives them a photo with Clementine's address on it. The cat and B12 makes their way to Midtown and learns that Clementine is wanted by the local police for rebellious behavior. B12 and cat soon approach Clementine, who reveals her plan to escape the Dead City through activating the subway train, but for that she needs the atomic battery stolen from a factory and asks the cat to do it for her. The cat successfully steals the atomic battery and returns to Clementine's place, but she is nowhere to be found. Upon a little search, the cat reaches a person named Blazer and it turns out that Blazer snitched on Clementine and helped the police to arrest her and the cat. The cat then awakens inside the jail and breaks free from its cage. After that, it helps B12 and Clementine get out of their jail too. The trio makes an escape from the jail in a tuk-tuk vehicle, and upon reaching the subway, Clementine gives the keys to the cat and stays behind to distract the police so that the cat can escape to the outside. B12 and Cat gets onto the train and make their way to the control room. This is where B12 remembers that the dead city is called Walled City 99, how everyone died due to the plague. The door to the outside world is protected by a security system, and B12 sacrifices his life to override the system, opening the dome of Walled City 99. The story ends with the cat bidding its final farewell to B12 and making its way outside the dead city. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe for more epic videos. We will see you at the next one.